YouTube? We're taking the old 74 Volvo 164 out for a drive for the first time. Oh, phone's falling off here, hold on. It's probably gonna fall off, rough roads. Got new wheels and tires on it, new video coming up in a couple weeks on this. So we're recording and live streaming at the same time. Now we've never taken this car other than just up and down our road. So we're gonna see how it goes, fingers crossed. All right, record with that one. No, I'm saying record me with that one. All right, so we're out and about, taking the old 164 out for the first time. She's running a little rich, but that's all right because we got a cure for that. The old Barum is, we're gonna go fill up with fuel. See how she does here. We'll stop at the end of the road, make sure everything's pretty well good to go. Roll that window down, Aiden. It's hot, humid in here. Goodness gracious. Everything's good so far. Much better. Got no windshield wipers, so we're kind of dodging the rain here a little bit. Brakes still feel good. It's almost like we put brand new everything except for rotors in the last video with this one, huh? Second gear. Third gear. There should be a fourth gear, but we're not going to push it that fast because it's only like 30-mile-an-hour road back here. So take her a little easy, you know what I mean? Right. So far, everything still feels pretty good. Suspension is just as loose and wallowy as you would expect. You know, 50-year-old Swedish technology. Probably ahead of its time at the time, but you know, in 2025 she's a little on the tired side, so. But the new wheels and tires feel excellent though. New wheels and tires feel excellent on here. No more, you know, 20-year-old squishy snow tires. Alright, we're going to pull off at the post office up here and hop out and just make sure everything's good under the engine before we jump out on 231. Definitely tell them rotors are, you know, not in the greatest shape. Creaks and cracks all over, but she's doing good. Let's just pop the hood, make sure everything's kosher real quick. Because it was on the seatbelt. It's because it was running still. For some reason, we've just discovered that when you put it in park, it doesn't actually lock it in park, so that's interesting. Gotta make sure you snatch the old emergency brake up whenever you're going to set it for any length of time. But I don't think the emergency brake really works too well as far as it rolling backwards, so it's something we'll have to address. Hopefully we can jump out here without too much. Oh, couldn't ask for it to be more open on old 231 here. Goodness gracious. Now we ain't gonna push her too hard here. We're just gonna get up to speed. We're just going down to the gas station here real quick, taking it on his first little shakedown run, you know. And it's only 45 through the stretch at 231 anyway, so no sense in, you know, taking her up to 88 miles an hour, trying to go back to the future, you know what I mean? Gotta get back in time. She's doing good so far. Never mind all the super dirty windows and stuff. She's doing good so far. A little bouncy, a little sloshy in the old 164 here. We're getting passed up by Mustang GTs. It's all good. They're not 50 years old. Something rattling around in the trunk back there. Goodness gracious. Alright. Pull in here to the old Piggly Wiggly. What's going on, y'all, new viewers? Thanks for joining in. Oh, there's all kind of stuff rattling around in the trunk back there. No idea what all that is. See if we can even get into the fuel pump over here. Oh, which side is the fuel tank on? That side. Passenger side. Took me a minute there. Alright. Fill up real quick here. Okay, I guess I'm going to run inside and pay for fuel because every time this one never accepts my card. So. to pump it like super slow because of this screw filler neck that's got in here. All right. Yeah, for the first time since we got it running again. So we're gonna be using the old Behrman's B12 over here. We just put like almost 9 gallons in, gonna be mixing it a little strong, but that'll be fine, she needs it. So we're gonna be using the old Behrman's here, mixing her a little strong. Whole can to like 9 gallons, but she'll eat on it and it'll be all right. All right, let's rock and roll. Oh. It's a little cold-blooded, a little cold-blooded. All right, windshield is filthy. I'll be dang. Look, the fuel gauge works. Showing a little over half tank, almost 3/4 of tank. I didn't even think the fuel gauge worked on this thing. Because I thought the fuel sending unit there, I could have sworn there was a wire that I didn't hook up. I could have sworn I left it unhooked, but evidently something in there is hooked up. And the good news is there's no giant puddles of stuff, you know, on the concrete where we were parked in the gas station there, so that's a good thing. You know, when you drive these super old cars, you gotta look for stuff like that, man, you know. Well, that did not sound healthy. Sounded like you had a wheel bearing going out on that trailer or something there. Like 50 right there, just cruising. Alright, we'll take her back down a little bit. I think it almost seems like it's not getting into 4th gear. We'll have to see what's up with that. Or maybe 4th gears. I don't know what the speeds are on these, you know, when they shift. Maybe 4th gears, you know, faster than 50 mile an hour. Could be one of the things that only shifts into 4th at like 60 or something. So, you know, it's all good. not get wind noise right now. Just kind of stick it out the window and film from out there, get some good saying, yeah, like filming forward and stuff. Because we got the mics going, so it should record off just the mics. All right. She's doing really good though. Temperature hasn't changed. I don't know what's up with that. Well, the temperature sensor might not be hooked up or something. I don't know. I mean, the track's pretty well straight down the road. I'm sure the suspension parts need to be, you know, fixed and whatnot. I'm sure they're probably all super tired, but it's running and driving pretty good though. It doesn't pull like crazy to one or another, you know. Bud Light. Going home after work, got the old cold pops over there. What was that y'all used to call it when you was kids? Blue pops? Oh yeah, an El Camino. Nothing wrong with that. Used to have a buddy with an old El Camino back home. Me and my wife knew him. Had that thing all souped up. I think he had a small block Chevy in it. Just old 350 small block. I don't think you ever got to meet him, did you, Q? No? I remember. He had this cool old El Camino. It's like an 83, 85 El Camino, something like that. Had a small block in it. Had it all painted up. Heavy flake silver and everything. It was cool. I think he traded that on Mitsubishi Starion. Yeah. I think that was like the car Jackie Chan drove in Cannonball or something like that. I don't remember, something like that. But alright. Alright, you can cut that one for now. Alright, so she did pretty good on the first run here. Wheels and tires feel excellent. We'll let her sit there and run on that Berryman's for a while. Hopefully that will, you know, clear it up a little bit. The warmer she gets, the better she runs. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this live stream. I appreciate y'all hanging out, coming along with us as we take her for her first little shakedown run here. We've been driving her for, what, like 20 minutes? That's probably about the longest we've driven it for so far. And everything's good. She's not boiling over. She's running better throttle response now that it's warmer. So like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out, everybody, and if y'all enjoy this sort of content, want to see more of the old 1974 Volvo here, y'all feel free to like and subscribe. All right, we greatly appreciate it. So we'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one out there. All right, let me see.